My thoughts toggle through the changing seams of life, and I split them like tentacles to absorb the uncertainties tomorrow. Like an old man, I sit, sip, and see the destruction that can bedevil a generation, scripted to find expression that which we called abomination during my days. Like a young man used to pain, I cover my mess with pampas, and I seek attention, for all it takes is a good camera and ring light for an audience to sound intelligent to, even if I'm not. Gone were the days as a child of the old compound house. Every sunrise carried a proverb, every sunset carried a warning, where every ethics was not theory but the echo of a grandmother's broom sweeping wrong from right, where honesty was not a slogan but the shame you felt when your shadow knew you lied, where integrity was not a certificate but the weight of your own name on your chest. But here I stand, at crossroads between the wisdom of the old and the knowledge of a restless generation, and I cannot help asking, what happened to us? We grew up hearing that a person is a person through others, but today, do we still see people as mirrors or as ladders? Do we raise one another or raise one another? I'm thinking aloud. Our fathers taught us that leadership begins at home, in the silence between a father's stare and a mother's sigh. But now, does leadership begin in the heart or in the hashtags, in service or in the spotlight? Have we traded humility for applause and replaced character with performance? Our churches overflow with songs, but do our streets overflow with love? We dress like believers, but do we behave like believers? Has faith become a fashion? Has truth become optional? Has morality become negotiable? I think of school and how we were raised to learn with purpose, not simply pass exams. But today, do we memorize facts and forget values? Do we chase grades and lose growth? Do we study to transform our world or only to escape it? How can so much go wrong in a life trying to find meaning and no one has been alerted enough to know something is wrong? I'm thinking aloud. Loud enough to trouble the silence of our comfort, because old wisdom said, when you don't know where you are going, look back to where you came from. But I ask, when we look back, do we still recognize the past? When we look forward, do we still recognize ourselves? Have we allowed shortcut to cut short our conscience? Have we let convenience replace conviction? Have we taken the blessings of education and misused it to polish our broken morals? Have we taken the freedom of modernity and used it to imprison our own dignity? I'm thinking aloud. Not to accuse but to awaken. Not to shame but to remind. Because maybe the crossroad is not a confusion but a calling. Maybe the wisdom of old and the wisdom of now are not enemies, but a piece of a whole life we've forgotten to live. If our elders looked at us today, would they be proud of what we've become or startled by what we've allowed? And if we looked honestly within ourselves, without excuse, without pretending, would we be proud of who we are or merely relieved? No one can see our thoughts.